Guys, welcome to the program. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. I forgot I left it on her creepy face. Women are now going bankrupt to find love. No matter how many times we tell them, it's simple to find a guy. I mean, you literally have men falling over themselves trying to find girlfriends. You have, I don't know what, a good 10, 15, 20 years after you're 18 years old to find a guy. And these women are creeping into their 40s. And then all of a sudden they discover, oh no, I'm going to be a single cat lady. Why can't I find anybody to love? This is another great example. They're literally spending most of their bank accounts trying to make up for the past. And we keep telling them time after time after time, look, just be nice, don't cheat, be reasonable, be a nice person, and you'll find a guy. This lady apparently, along with many others, are not able to. Gee, I wonder why. She's got the crazy 1,000-yard cat lady stare coming out of her. Anyway, this fed-up 42-year-old splashes cash for Marry Me billboards in a last-ditch effort to find love or find a mate. I want to fall in love. I've said this multiple times. Women have a bank account. It's the most money they're ever going to have, and it's at the age of 18. That is their peak value to men because they're young. They don't have a lot of damage from bad relationships. They're pretty. They're still of childbearing age, lots of eggs. And from there, they just slowly leak cash out of their bank until you end up 42 and broke. And men are the opposite. Men start with nothing, and we have to build it. This, among many other women, is just another example. This lady's name is Lisa Catalano. She's from the Bay Area, San Francisco. There's a surprise. 42-year-old feminist, of course, spending cold hard cash to rent a dozen digital billboards along California's famed Highway 101, advertising her hand in marriage to any commuter that's ready for commitment. I'm putting myself out there, she said. She's a vintage clothes retailer from San Mateo, California. She told the Post, people would be shocked if they knew how much this is costing me. I don't know about you, but vintage clothes retailer from San Mateo, not making a lot of money. I did ask Grok just for fun. I said, hey, if I got a dozen billboards on Highway 101 around the San Francisco Bay Area, how much would it cost me? And it said prime location, $10,000 to $20,000 per billboard. In the worst location, like South Bay, $6,000 to $10,000 per billboard. That means for 12 boards, expect $90,000 to $180,000 per month total, a realistic mid-range of $120 to $150,000. I don't know about you, but that's a hell of a lot of money to spend to find a man at the age of 42. You know how she could have saved some money? By using today's sponsor, Comet by Perplexity AI. Well, let me ask you, how much time do you spend every day on a web browser? How much time do you spend clicking around online, searching, scrolling, typing, endless tabs? It's a lot, right? Well, there's a new AI web browser from Perplexity AI called Comet. It's completely changing the way you interact with your browser. Using Comet feels like having a personal assistant living in your web browser that can actually do things for you across the internet. Yes, do things, not just give you answers. You can ask Comet to handle tasks for you, and it literally clicks, types, searches, scrolls, just like you would. It's there to get things done for you in the background while you go about your day. Comet can shop for you, make reservations, book travel, summarize articles or videos, send emails, schedule meetings, and a lot more to make your life easier. Let me show you just how easy it is. As you can see in this video, I asked it, hey, I like motorcycle trips. Many of you know I ride motorcycle. I said, give me a motorcycle trip from New York City to Miami. Make sure there's gas stops every 100 miles. Make sure you take back roads. I don't want to be on any highways. I'd like to see the scenic mountains and put in a hotel every 500 miles. Comet used Google Maps, planned out a perfect route for me, including all gas stops, all hotels, and now I have my trip planned out for me. I could have, if I wanted to, asked it to even book the hotels for me with given times and dates, find certain prices. You got to admit, that's pretty cool, right? Download Perplexity's new AI web browser, Comet, by heading to pplx.ai/better. Links are down below as always, and let your browser actually do work for you. Plus, right now, when you download Comet, you get a month of Rumble Premium for free. That's pplx.ai/better. Go now and take back your time online. So they go on to say, She's launched her ad campaign on September 2nd, chose not to disclose how much the exploit has cost her, although we just discussed that. But she says she means business at the tender age of 42. Catalano's ad campaign, spanning 45 miles between Santa Clara and San Francisco, drives traffic to her personalized dating website, marylisa.com, where eligible bachelors can wait for it, apply. You still have to fill out an application, of course. She's also taken out ad space on top of taxi cabs. I guess maybe that's a sign. So there's more money that it's costing her. It's a costly, clever attempt finding love, but people online have called her insane and delulu, which I guess is delusional in millennial speak. But after her last failed relationship, which ended in April in a string of dating app disasters, she's not ashamed of her self-promoting stunt. She's just ready to land a man at all costs. Okay, let's just wait a minute. If you're trying to land a man at all costs, and she says, I can't find anybody in my local area, and I can't find anybody on the dating apps, you know, even mid women are getting hundreds, if not thousands of likes on a dating app. You can't tell me you can't crawl through there and find one acceptable man? They say, in fact, she's among a growing number of hopeless romantics, i.e. cat ladies, who've thrown money at their relationship problems hoping the investment would pay off in spades. They say even Tilly Coulson, a corporate litigation attorney from Los Angeles, previously told the Post she'd pay a $5,000 referral fee to anyone willing to help her find the one. How are they having this much problem? Genuinely. It's because they're too picky. They're too picky. I will prove it in a moment. Because this gal, yes, she's 42. She's not horrendous. She does have the crazy eyes, though, so be afraid, men. But she's not horrendous. You know she's getting guys at least swiping on a dating app. They're all too picky. And they are too picky right up until the last minute. When it's too late, then they do something like this, and they're still too picky. I'm going to go look at this other story here in a second. They say it's how app-exhausted folks are meeting their matches. Not folks, women. Women are doing this, not men. But Catalano isn't picky, they say. I'm looking for a man between the ages of 35 to 45. You're 42. You need to be looking for older, well into the 50s, if you want to find a guy who aligns with me on religious and political beliefs, as well as leading a healthy-oriented lifestyle, said the Belle, adding that she wouldn't mind if her fella favors actor David Duchovny. I'm not asking for much. I just want him to be 6 foot tall and have a chin that could break granite and be movie actor quality looking and maybe rich. But I'm not asking for much, says the lady wanting David Duchovny. Let's actually hear from her herself here.
Bay Area's busiest highways. I wish I could say that this sounds a little bit less questionable the more I elaborate on it. That's just not the case.
You know what you could have done is maybe not record yourself in front of a busy highway where the white noise drowns you out.
I've rented space on a dozen digital billboards on Highway 101 in Silicon Valley between Santa Clara and San Francisco to advertise my personal dating website, marylisa.com. Here's a look at 3 of the billboards in action. It's difficult to capture a clear image of the billboard graphics in person since the screens are backlit, but here's how high-res it actually looks.
It's been months since I've been...
She got the crazy eyes even in her billboard photo. She's got, you know, if you see the top, the white over the top, it means the eyes are open too far. And a matter of fact, she got the crazy eyes in the end of this video. That's where I grabbed the screenshot.
I can't even get men to talk to me on any of the apps. It's time for a bold move.
What's bolder than running billboards on the side of a major highway to essentially market myself? The website has tons of information about me. If you or anyone you know would be a good fit compatibility-wise, there are also quick and straightforward applications on the site.
I don't need a lot of men. I just need to find the right one. And I know he's out there.
She got the crazy eyes. She got those crazy eyes. Well, anyway, she hasn't found David Duchovny yet, but I went to About Lisa, and here's her webpage. Let me zoom it back a little bit. And you can apply. You can apply, everybody. Let's find out more about Lisa. She wants to meet a man in the next 2-3 years. Right here at the bottom, it says, wants marriage and kids within the next 2-3 years with the right man. Lady, you'll be 45 years old. No eggs. The eggs are gone. There's no having children. She's 5.5 feet tall. 130 pounds, so she's slim. 36C, maybe. Let's see, she's Democrat and or liberal. Good luck to you, fellas. Has not had any cosmetic procedures. That's rare. High energy, healthy, active lifestyle, never married, no kids. There's a lot of guys that would fit this profile. Why is she struggling so much? Well, let's look what non-negotiables. This is set in stone. If you're anything but this, we're not going to make it. Monogamous relationship. That's kind of tough in San Francisco, if we're going to be honest. Dating with the intent of marriage. Must be a Democrat or liberal or left-leaning politically. That right there is your main problem. Because what she wants the David Duchovny masculine, strong-jawed alpha male type. They're not liberal usually. They're not left. Those, especially in San Francisco, those guys are usually a little soft in the shoes, is all I'm saying. 35 to 45, flexible within a year or two at most. What 35-year-old's going to say, I want to start a family with a 41-year-old woman? Zero. What 45-year-old is? He's going to say, you can't have kids, lady. She wants never married, no kids. So she wants a guy that hasn't been married or ever had any kids. At 45, that's tough. She's attracted to more clean-cut looking men, slim to medium build, which means athletic, no overweight dudes. No or minimal piercings and tattoos, and she has no height requirement. Yeah, right, says the lady looking for David Duchovny. What's the first reply? From Donna Floor, the most liked reply. This lady more than likely met her perfect match, a man who would love, honor, cherish her, and pop babies in her regularly. Unfortunately, she met him more than 20 years ago when she was in college, but she wanted to experiment and build a career. Now it's too late. 42 is way too old for a first marriage. Yep. Don't even need to read through any further. Even the readers at the New York Post know what time it is. There was that other article. I wanted to click that open. Let's go look at that for a minute. All right, here's this Eve Tilly Coulson. Let's see what she says. I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Sick of being single. A while ago, I told my friends $5,000 if they introduced me to my husband, 35-year-old. At least she's got a couple of eggs left in the carton, but not many. She's a corporate litigation attorney, so you know she wants someone that is better than her. Women don't marry down, so he's got to be extremely successful. Let's see. The eye-popping proposal raked in more than 550,000 views, and she's still single. I haven't gone on any dates yet, she said. Still hasn't worked. 550,000 views, and look, she's not hard on the eyes. Say what you will. I know she's 35. Yeah, she's maybe getting up there a bit, but she's not bad looking. You know, like she's not fat. She's not overweight. She's got a little cleavage showing in this shot. Why is she still single? Because no one meets her needs. No one is good enough for her. He must fall within the range of 27 to 40. She's 35, 5 years. He must be basically 6 foot tall or taller, of course. He's got to be athletic. Haters online bashed her height minimum, doubting she's going to find the love of her life in the skimpy 14.5% of U.S. men who are over 6 feet tall. But the marriage-minded honey told the Post she's not backing down from her tall order. Sorry, short kings. Oh, I'm so devastated that I can't ask this woman out. Oh, no. Whatever will I do? You know, the thing is, it's not that these women can't find an available man. There are tens of thousands, 100,000, maybe even more in where they live. Highly populated, very left-leaning cities. She can find a liberal, left-leaning Democrat guy. She can find a guy that believes all the things she does. Why aren't they finding anybody? Because they're too picky. And she just ended her last relationship in April, or maybe that guy broke up with her because she's, as people say, crazy or delulu. I think they said she's insane or delulu. Maybe she's just too much to handle. I'd like to feel bad for these women. I would. I'd like to say, you know, something. I feel bad that these gals can't find anybody. The truth is, they can find hundreds of thousands. They're too picky. They build up these imaginary, amazing men in their minds, and they'll never find them in the real world. Welcome to wine and cat lady country. Good luck to you, ma'am. Guys, don't forget to join us over on betterbachelor.locals.com. We got a great community of like-minded dudes over there. We all hang out. We watched movies last night. Much to my chagrin, I had too many drinks, and I ended up falling asleep. But I was celebrating my birthday. I'm allowed to do that. Anyway, we got a great community of like-minded guys. Come on over, check it out, hang out with us. It's $5 a month, puts us behind a paywall so we can do some fun things, and people don't get any bots in there or any crazy feminists or something like that. So come on over and join a great community of like-minded men. I think you'll like it. You'll really enjoy it over there, and we'll have some fun. Tonight is UFC night, and Sunday night is going to be football, and then Wednesday night we got some old classic television we watch. So come on over, join us today, and we'll see you in the next one.